name is Amakove Wala, the Chief Visionary Officer and founder of Wanderlust Diaries Limited, which is a travel community based on Facebook. Wanderlust Diaries is a Facebook community that was started in April 2020. I love traveling, whether for work or for leisure, or alone or with my family, and I've been documenting about travel over time. When it came to the lockdown of COVID-19, especially in April of 2020, I felt the need to start a group on Facebook that would be able to bring together a community of travelers where we could share our stories. So since April of 2020, we have grown to almost 400,000 members strong. And this is a platform where travelers are able to go through the purchasing journey of planning, picking, experiencing, and coming back to share their travel experiences. So we are a community of travelers who promote sustainable travel and tourism in Africa and beyond. We are mostly composed, I think 70% of us are Kenyans, and so we're very strong on promoting domestic tourism, and I believe that this is a community that has really sustained domestic tourism during this COVID period when we saw a reduction in the number of international tourists. In terms of inspiration on why I started the group, I love traveling. So the name Wanderlust stems from a German word that is the irresistible urge to travel, and diaries is of course a form of documentation. So because I like writing about my travels, I thought this will be a group where people could come and share their experiences, give feedback, ask questions, interact with their trade partners. Our impact has been that we have opened up the eyes of many Kenyans towards discovering gems within the country. So apart from what is usually promoted in the big 8 tourism circuits, Kenyans have discovered that there's a lot more that the country has to offer. We are very, very excited because our mission, our tagline is actually enjoy the journey. So within the arts and culture space, we are totally living that mission and the value and the tagline, which is what we are doing in terms of enjoying our journeys. Our biggest success story is that since we were formed in April of 2020, Meta, or the former Facebook, recognized and appointed, or rather selected us to be part of a 12 community team within Sub-Saharan Africa to join the Community Accelerator Program. This is out of over 14,000 applications, only 131 communities were selected. So this is an 8-month program that has helped shape our vision, our mission, our strategy, our theory of change. It also came with a grant of $50,000 that we are currently using for our social impact story, which is around supporting national museums of Kenya in terms of bringing the oomph and the gist back within the museum space, because we're trying to tell Kenyans, as you travel, do visit our museums because they hold a lot of culture and heritage, and it is a very, very valuable experience. We are very lean on human resources, so it's just me and one more team member, and that means that we are, stretched in terms of what we can do. And so with that, I have incorporated a team of moderators within the community who give of their time freely, and that has really supported us. I have also signed up a couple of partnerships who are supporting me in kind, like grant writing, like the technical expertise. So these have come in very, very handy towards enriching our secretariat. In 5 to 10 years, I see Wanderlust disrupting the travel space. I think COVID-19 has shown us that the digital or technology is the way to go. So we are looking at developing a platform where people can come for trusted visits. That means that you are able to say, if someone is advertising a destination, then they're able to review and see feedback from locals who have been there, who've put their own images, or who've just given them a rating. We are also looking at supporting a green destination campaign. So in addition to these destinations, what else are they doing towards sustainability? Our brand is now well recognized amongst the travel enthusiasts. We are growing it by the day simply by allowing people to share genuine reviews, allowing people to interact, allowing traders to curate products that speak to the domestic travel and tourism. And we know that we are the future in terms of meeting the needs of the local domestic traveler in Kenya. The notion that museums are boring places, that the museums are only for school children. So we are bringing the sexy back to museums. And so that means that we are supporting the National Museums of Kenya towards protecting our rich heritage. Kenya has quite a number of cultural sites that should be actually the ninth wonder of the world. And last but not least, in terms of breaking the bias, we have a proposal where we are setting up an interaction between the National Museums of Kenya and communities and private sector as well as NGOs in creating the first ever community tourism that is run by all women from a community sector. This will be in Kariandusi, where we are recruiting, or we are getting together former sex workers, giving them the skills towards being community tourists, being tour guides within the Kariandusi area, as well as helping them understand the National Museums of Kenya that is there, which is the Kariandusi prehistoric site.